Have you ever walked into someone's home and instantly felt calm? Not because they were expecting guests, not because they just cleaned, but because it always looks that way. Everything is in place. The space feels light, peaceful, almost effortless. And you catch yourself wondering, how do they do it? Are they just more disciplined? Do they have more time? Or do they actually enjoy cleaning? Here's the truth. They're not just cleaner. They think differently. Because the person who cleans a little every day is not operating from the same mindset as the person who waits until everything becomes overwhelming. And once you understand that shift, you realize this isn't really about cleaning. It's about your mind. Your brain doesn't separate your inner world from your outer world as much as you think. Your environment is constantly sending signals to your nervous system. Every object around you is either helping you or quietly draining you. There's a concept in psychology called cognitive load, which is just a fancy way of saying how much mental effort your brain is using at any moment. And clutter adds to that load. That pile of clothes, those dishes in the sink, that messy corner you keep ignoring, your brain sees all of it as unfinished tasks. Even if you don't consciously think about it, it's still there. And unfinished things, they drain your energy. Research from Princeton University even shows that clutter competes for your attention and makes it harder to focus. So when your space is messy, it's not just annoying, it's exhausting. Now flip that. When your space is clean, something shifts. Your mind slows down. Your thoughts feel clearer. You can actually relax. That's why people with clean spaces often seem calmer. It's not magic. Their environment is working for them. But here's the deeper part. People who clean every day don't do it because they love cleaning. Let's be honest, no one wakes up excited to scrub a sink. They do it because it gives them something powerful, a sense of control. Because in life, most things are unpredictable. You can't control traffic, you can't control people, you can't control everything that happens to you. But you can control your space. And every time you clean something, no matter how small, you send your brain a message. I'm in control. That feeling you get after cleaning? That's not random. That's your nervous system calming down. Now let's talk about the real secret behind this habit. Identity. Because this isn't about forcing yourself to clean. It's about becoming someone who doesn't let things pile up. People with clean homes don't rely on motivation. They simply see themselves differently. And psychology is clear on this. You act based on who you believe you are. So if you keep telling yourself, I'm just a messy person, your actions will always follow that. But here's the good news. That identity isn't fixed. It's built. Every small action you take, every time you clean something, you're proving something to yourself. You're casting a vote for a new version of you. And that's why small actions matter more than big cleanups, because they build identity, not just results. There's also something else happening that most people don't realize. Cleaning is emotional. Have you ever noticed how you feel like cleaning when you're stressed? That's not random. It's called behavioral activation. When you take physical action, your mind starts to settle. You're not just cleaning your space, you're clearing your mind. And if your space has been messy for a while, be honest with yourself. That's not just laziness. Sometimes it's stress, sometimes it's overwhelm, sometimes it's something deeper. There's even research in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin showing that people who live in cluttered environments tend to have higher stress levels. So your space isn't neutral. It's affecting you, whether you realize it or not. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They think they need more discipline. You don't. You need a system, because discipline runs out. But habits? They stick. Once something becomes automatic, you don't have to think about it anymore. It becomes part of who you are. So if you want to start, keep it simple. Don't wait until everything is a mess. Catch it early. Clean as you go. Put things back immediately. keep it small, and attach it to things you already do. After brushing your teeth, wipe the sink. While your food cooks, clean the counter. Make it part of your life. And most importantly, stop seeing it as a chore. Start seeing it as self-respect. Because your home is more than just a place you live. It's a reflection of what you believe you deserve. So imagine this. You come home after a long day. You open the door, and everything is in order. The space is calm, quiet, clean. Tell me that doesn't feel different. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one area, just one, and take care of it every day. Not perfectly, just consistently. Because this isn't really about cleaning. It's about becoming someone who doesn't let things pile up. And those small ways, they change everything.